What's up, everybody? Anthony here, Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Phone number 412-343-5299. Any of the stuff in the video you're interested in, feel free to reach out. You can chat with us through the website. You can email any one of us here. So if you work with us normally, it's just our first names at empiremusic.com. I mean, chances are if you've worked with us, we've emailed you at some point, because we do send out receipts and tracking number, things like that. But anything that you're interested in, whether in the video or anywhere on the site, feel free to reach out. Trade event still going on. So if you are interested in any new gear, $9.99 and above, we'll give you 15% off with a qualifying trade. Details on the front page of the website and up in the little header menu there. On the 24th of this month, so June 24th, we have an awesome event, a little takeover event in the store here. So we're like, it's going to be all Taylor, all powers, all circa 74 amplification, and all that's kind of under the Taylor umbrella to some extent. If you're not familiar with what the Powers stuff is, Powers Electric, Justin's done some amazing videos on that stuff. He's actually purchased one of them, so Justin's a really, really good spot for information on those guitars. But they're amazing guitars from Andy Powers of Taylor Guitars, so kind of moving into the electric stuff. And the 24th, so 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., so almost an all-day event here. We're going to have basically letting them to kind of take over the shop here, so you can have Q&As, one-on-one time with guys from the factory. Aaron Dablow, Mike Venezia are going to be in the store. We're going to have a small product demo around 5:30. Event-only pricing all day long. So if any of that stuff's on your radar, to come in, get your hands on that stuff, because we know how impressive the Taylor stuff is. Oh, and on the Taylor thing, there's going to be a new product launch happening that day, which is pretty cool. So the 24th, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Taylor, Powers, Circa 74 Takeover here in store at Empire Music. Links below if you're watching this on YouTube. Links in the bio if you're watching this on Instagram. Let's dive into some guitars here. So I want to start off with some acoustics. I got a new one. This is something I've never seen before. I have seen these just in the guitar ecosystem out there a little bit. But the Les Paul acoustic, little parlor size guitar from Gibson, this thing's pretty cool. It looks, it's a unique body shape. You see it on the smaller body here, but under all that, what we're looking at tonally is interesting. I love when we start, so it's a flame maple top. Let's just get into that, right? Mahogany back and sides. Not that you can see any of that. You can probably just see Brent right there. Hello. But flame maple top. So we add this like brighter, people always think of it as bright, has a nice amount of bass too. It's a denser wood, so it takes a little bit more to get that top going. But we see a wood like that on a smaller body shape, and then we get it with the shorter scale length of Gibson here, 24.75. Very interesting what you're getting these bright frequencies, but you're mellowing them out in the body shape and with the scale length. I always think that's interesting. Bags VTC on it. This is a custom shop model. These are really, really, really cool. They sound great. Articulate. There's enough volume out of them. And it's a cool body shape too. Little cutaway parlor size. I think what I love about it, the headstock. You have the Les Paul headstock on it. And when they first came in and hit the floor, I like walking by, I had to turn, like, what is that? And checked it out, strummed it a little bit, and it was very, very nice sounding guitar. So these are cool. Custom shop models just popped through. Brand new release from Gibson. And then Hummingbird in the vintage cherry Sunburst. This to me is reminds me of the Les Paul cherry burst. I love these ornamental pick guards on it, and they're just really good sounding guitars. So red spruce top, mahogany back and sides. Nice pairing again with that shorter scale length that Gibson's known for. Bags, electronics in it as well. So kind of an iconic guitar in this finish, which is very, very bold. But to be honest with you, that is something that when I think of Gibson acoustics, this shape and this look kind of pops up in my head. It sort of just kind of populates what my memory bank thinks of when I think of Gibson acoustics. And we're really happy with a lot of the Gibson acoustic stuff that's been happening here at Empire. Gibson as a whole, we're really feel like that brand finally, after 3 or 4 years, maybe even longer than that, are like catching up to the rest of some of the things that we do here in the shop. So I feel like we really have a big three now with acoustics when we talk about Martin, Taylor, and now Gibson. So it's really in there. We love the sound. We love the tradition that comes with Gibson. So it's nice to see that stuff in the shop. And then always tradition, a very tradition-rich company here, Martin. So Martin Custom Shop's new Empire exclusive models. This thing is an absolute cannon. Joe did a video on this, and by the time you're watching this, it might not be out, but it'll be out very shortly if it's not. Adirondack top, Adirondack top, Honduran, Rosewood, back and sides. Absolutely just a amazing sounding instrument. All the power from Adirondack on the top. Honduran Rosewood, rich and clear and just unique. It separates itself from East Indian Rosewood. Not quite as billowy on the bottom end that you get out of East Indian, but just the clarity and the punch. And I talk about with basses a lot, where like I think the details really lie in the mid-range. You have a different little, Q band or like frequency band of push with Honduran versus East Indian. Neither one's right or wrong, better or worse. It's just different. I definitely think it's richer, and there is just more harmonic content with it. You pair that with the Adirondack top, the body shape, the scale length, just an absolute powerhouse of a guitar, and articulate too. It's just a beautiful sounding instrument in the 35 Sunburst. We love it. Only available here at Empire Music. Always proud of that. We have such great stuff planned with Martin. You might have saw Joe's videos on our Instagram page of the top 5 museum guitars. And we shot some content out at the Martin factory. We still have some stuff that we're holding for a release happening in the future. Have some other short content that I'm working on putting together and editing. So similar guitar, Honduran Rosewood back and sides in the triple O body shape, so the orchestra body shape, but with a standard spruce top on it. So we still have that richness and that clarity and the punch that Honduran offers, but with a traditional spruce top. So not quite as powerful as Adirondack, but in this body shape, absolutely perfect. So if you're a fingerstyle player, you don't need all of that the Adirondack essence to it. The traditional spruce top really fits that well. But this has enough headroom that if you dig into a guitar like this, it's not gonna break up, it's not gonna distort. You still have a lot of clarity even at higher volumes with it. And again, only available here at Empire Music. I can't say enough how proud we are of the work that we're doing with Martin guitars. And there's some great stuff in the future with that. Down to the third of the big three, or the first, or the second of the big three, however you want to say it, Taylor 414 CE Studio. When I think of an instrument that's labeled studio, I think just that, something that's going to track well in the studio. You can mic it in various ways. This certainly has a lot of that going on to it. And the beautiful shaded edge burst finish. We've seen a few of these come through, and always impressed with the sound of these, and very directive. It's a very focused kind of sound, and like you're getting into an American-made, really nice, premium level guitar here for $22.99. And if you have a trade, take advantage of our trade event. We can sweeten the pot a little bit there for you. And this Fender Custom Shop back in stock, one that all of us in the shop, we were like, we need more of these. I think the first one we got in was in a silver finish, a charcoal frost metallic, 2-color sunburst in this HS Strat. So check this out. It's just so cool to see. I say this all the time when I show guitars like this, unique combinations in a standard body shape, Tele, Strat, whatever it is. Joe, Justin, Jordan, and I, like every time, really everyone in the shop, right? I really will include everyone. We open these cases, we know something's gonna be cool. We've seen thousands of guitars at this point, maybe hundreds of thousands of guitars. We know when something's gonna be awesome. So what's going on here, right? You got a Blackguard Tele pickup in the bridge. You have a Duncan 59, what's like an SH1B. So you got some Gibson essence here in the neck pickup. You got your very like punchy, almost brittle in a cool way bridge pickup with the Blackguard. Telly style, like cut off bridge. The old top hat knobs on it. I mean, it's just cool. And no pick guard. You can see the cavity. Like, I don't know. These are just awesome. Offset ash body. 66 oval C neck. AAA rosewood board. It's so nice. And then just a classic, Empire 67, which is now a classic, but in a very classic finish. Our Empire 67 pickups, full blender system, you know the deal. Roasted alder body, roasted maple neck, 3A rosewood board on that as well. Just back in stock, NOS. I mean, you're hard pressed to get a better deal at $4,200, let alone a better sounding Stratocaster. We're really proud of the exclusive models. We talked about it with Martin, but it all really started for us with the Fender stuff. We do the 67s, Strats, Tellys, the Empire 58 basses are always popular. We got some new stuff in the works too. So I've been alluding that for a long time, and it's slow going occasionally with those guys, but we're right at the cusp of having some amazing new models come in, exclusive models that we have designed with the custom shop. And then lastly, second one we've shown off, second one we've had, 64 SG, in like the, you know, Joe like said a term that I had never heard before when he called this a dog hair finish. And it's in the silver fox, but dog hair meaning you kind of looks like there's like small dog hairs on that, but it's very cool. You can kind of see the grain through that. Outside of all that, these pickups, you have the unpotted pickups in that. So anytime I see that word, you know, I've plugged enough basses and guitars in with the vintage style pickups that are unpotted. They can be a little bit noisy. They're not perfect. Not all two of them are the same. And that is the beauty of it. That is where the essence, the mojo of like the vintage thing really comes out in a pickup like that. They can get microphonic, they can feedback, they can do all those things that sometimes you don't want, but when you want it, it's right there. And again, just the vibe and the character of those unpotted pickups is so awesome usually. So again, anything in the video that you see, 412-343-5299. We would love to have you in the shop on the 24th for the Powers Taylor, circa 74. I said that in a different way this time. Little takeover event here in the store, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Event only pricing all day long, product demos, and there's a short demo that you can watch at 5:30, but we want you to demo the product. So please stop in the shop. We'd love to have you in here. Get your hands on those guitars. They're really impressive. Trading event still going on. Any questions at all? 412-343-5299. Thank you.